Is divorce by mutual consent a sin between spouses? And what should one do if living together becomes almost unbearable and the marriage exists only for the sake of the children? The topic is divorce. Well, let's try to look at the beginning. What do you think Adam's reaction would have been if he said, "Well, I don't want this. I didn't choose her." By the way, technically, he really didn't choose her. So to speak, God forced it to him. He was just presented with the fact. Here she is. That's how it for centuries in ancient Russia and around the world, parents choose the spouse. You see, notice Adam's reaction. He didn't say, "Is she pretty or not?" As you said in one of our spiritual conversations, Adam was created as a spiritual being. He saw her and said, "This is the bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. She is a part of me." Let me give an analogy. In ancient Russia, how did people get married? They didn't get married. They were married off, without much personal choice. Parents arranged everything, and according to Christ's words, by their fruits you will know them. There were no divorces, there were no mass cheating or scandals like today. Children were born, families grew, and the attitude toward marriage and people was at very high level. Young people today say, maybe it should be the other way around, but now we see the fruits of our modern approach. What does mutual consent even mean? Let's agree, you say. Let's say you and I agree, after this program, let's go murder the neighbor. Are we both in agreement? Is that somehow noble just because we agree? What matter is agreement on what? On doing good or on doing evil? Mutual consent for divorce. If we commit to commit robbery together, would that make it right? Divorce is worse than robbery. Why? Because if you murder our neighbor, that's a crime before God. But the neighbor is a stranger. But divorce? That's a robbery too, except you're robbing your own children. That's a robbery too, except you're robbing your own children. After a divorce, everyone becomes strangers. The father becomes some man, the mother is some woman, and the children are left as the victims of this robbery. A child can only truly thrive in one system, where there's mom and dad, love between them, and a united family. If that love is lost, the parents must fight for it, so the children see what marriage really is, going through trials and overcoming them. Anyone can run away, that's easy, but living together and learning to endure, that takes real effort. As you once wisely said, children never ask to be born. And that's very serious. My children didn't ask to be born, I forced them into existence. That means I owe them everything, since I brought them into being without their consent. I am now obligated to do everything to ensure they are happy and that they are safe spiritually. There is no escaping this responsibility.